Hi girls, it's Friday and Mona wants to do the video with me today. Julie, I'm so glad you filmed outside and you filmed the Capitol, and like everyone else says, DC is a really great town. The one thing I remembered from visiting there was how clean it was. I thought it was really clean and I loved it, and of course I loved the National Gallery and the mall and all that good stuff, and yeah, it's just a really great town. Tara, I promise you I will get you the Scrivener tutorial. I think my problem is actually calling it a tutorial. I'm really just going to show what I use Scrivener for. I'm sure there's going to be a lot left out and it's going to be totally different from how other people use Scrivener, and I'm probably going to be missing out on a lot of stuff, but hopefully there'll be something that other people don't use it for. So I promise I will get it to you though. Rachel, I really liked hearing your story about how your dad got a computer and you realized that you could get your words out faster on it than handwriting, because something similar happened to me. Okay. Marissa, I'm glad you liked some of the ideas I came up with, and hopefully we get to do some of them. This week we're talking about handwriting versus typing. And I actually handwrite most of my stories before I type them, or before I type them up or type them fresh on the computer. That came from realizing that I got a lot of inspiration when I was at classes, and that started in middle school. And I realized that I could write all I want, and the teachers thought I was taking notes, really extensive notes. At the beginning of my writing career, I spent most of it handwriting in class. That is still to this day how I get the inspiration, I guess you could say. I still get inspiration no matter what, but I feel like I write more and my scenes are better quality when I handwrite them, and I think that goes back to school and writing in school. And there is a certain rhythm that you can get into when you're typing, and where everything else just fades out, and it's really zen, and I think it's part of the writer experience. And I feel like I experienced that every Nano, which is why I love Nano so much. And last year when I finished on the last day, I had like 15,000 words. I was 15,000 words behind. I went to Barnes & Noble for the entire day, from the moment it opened till someone had to literally tell me that they were closing up and I had to leave. I sprinted and I got the story finished. And I feel like that comes with the computer zen experience of being a writer. So yeah, I wrote a lot in middle school, high school, college. I would go to the library and I would handwrite in a notebook, and I still have that notebook. That I still have a lot of the notebooks that I hand wrote things in. Something else that happens when you're on the computer is that just as easily as it is for me to get ideas out, it's equally easy for me to be burned out. With handwriting, I didn't find that happened quite as easily. I feel like when I handwrite something, it comes out slower, but at the same time, I do not get burned out like I do on the computer. And I get easily distracted on the computer, so a lot of the times, if I really need to catch up on my word count, I will take a notebook and I will go and write somewhere. And I would listen to music on my phone, and that way there's not constant stimulation from looking at a computer screen. I only do that when I get really frustrated that I haven't been able to get a scene out the way I want it to. If I feel like there's a really important scene that I want to get out, what I'll do is actually handwrite it, because I feel like the quality of it comes out better. And then I'll type it up, and that's when the editing process starts. Writing on the computer is great for editing. I would not be able to edit The Vaulted Sky with Amanda if not for the computer. What I'm reading this week is still Game of Thrones, and I say still because you guys are really fast readers, and we've talked about this before. I am not a fast reader at all, unless I choose to be. But I am a really lazy reader. So yeah, I'm still reading Game of Thrones, but I haven't given up on it. Not that it's boring or anything, I'm just that lazy, basically. What I'm writing is the fantasy story that me and Amanda have been writing back and forth to each other. Like I said, still great. I'm not overthinking Shadows Hold Their Breath, and I am very excited to write it because I have not been thinking about it. So that's going to be it for me. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and Julie, I'll see you on Monday. Bye!